And we return once more. Hello again, everyone. Last time we left off, as we were playing through, we opened up our borders to the Doran League. Seeing that they were weaker than us, we kind of want to slowly build up our hegemony, so we can dominate them through just basically being stronger and better. I figured it's not a bad idea. We also did the same for the Tugrunta, trying to figure out a little bit more about them, figure out who they belong to and what kind of crew's going on over here. We have a hidden empire that we don't know anything about in the distance. Unfortunately, we have no connection to go talk to them. And then we got some faint signals at the end of last episode as that we were kind of checking out as we learned about the Cthulhuids and such. Whew. A little winded. I just came back, I just went and did a quick workout. And I was like, oh, I'll just jump right back in. Caught my breath. Alright, cool. But yeah, so we continue on. My plan's here to dominate these two empires here as we kind of continue to grow up our military, making them friends and growing allies as we try to expand even further. Let's get military build up. And honestly, I kind of like the idea of the clan ambassador because I like the stability and empire size. That's kind of a cool thing, so I'm digging that. Let's put you, good sir, in charge. So, we've got our friends here of Sadal Rasold, Zakala Koria, who's our genius here, our patriarch, Varad Tehran, which I thought the Eridonians were a female-led species, which is interesting. Avax Oreda, there we go. And lastly, Soray Say. No Xenos aboard our group. We are supremacists, as for those who don't remember, and we're pretty much kind of setting up a professional service while we build up our military fleet as much as livingly possible. We did also decide to take this planet last episode of Ancien, with the goal that we'll hopefully be able to turn it into both an energy and a very rich utopian industrial planet. So, hopefully we'll see where that kind of goes as time goes on. For now, we're also, for science-wise, one of the things we've been looking for a while, commercial zones. We're so close, so we'll be able to fix our trade issue that's going to be coming as time goes on. But as we do, we have an event. However, first, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Not sponsored by World's OKSDM, by the way, for those wondering. I am just that, As the science of a ship, Sacred Torch, approaches the vessel detected near B43811, the crew's initial scans reveal an unusual configuration. While the ship shows no immediate signs of hostility, its erratic power fluctuations and faint signal pattern raise questions. Moving in closer to investigate, the captain, Zakala Koria, attempts to open communications and focus the sensors on the vessel, unsure of what they might find aboard. The shuttle's pilot is revealed to be Kel Dor, businessman from Karatos in the Doran League, representing a formidable private security firm. He leans forward with a knowing smile, offering services that range from elite mercenaries to discreet problem-solving operations. Whether we seek additional firepower, intelligence on our rivals, or a long-term security contract, he assures us that this company can meet our needs for the right price. Ooh, we could get ground defense planning. I think for the coinage we should, because that's just a free tech for us. So why not? Let's grab it real quick. Oh, did we already have it? We may have already had that tech. Oh, not options. My apologies. I meant research. Did I think. We may have, yeah, I think we got that tech already. Oh well. Just throwing our money to the wind, as one does. Oh yes, and last time we were planning our blockaded systems, so let's get these kind of started to build up. We're gonna grow one here. We'll also eventually put another gate there is the idea. But as we kind of try to blockade our area so no one can easily get in, this will be kind of our short-term goal. There's energy grids, thank you. The starbase increase would be nice. I'm going to go with the research boost though, just so we can kind of speed that up a little bit more as we go along. And there is one of the techs we've been needing for a minute. So we just got a bonus to it. Fantastic. I kind of want this for the Hall of Judgment to expand ourselves a little bit more, so let's grab that real quick. However, before anything else, we need these commercial zones. Thank you very much. That should majorly help with our planet's economic woes, which I think I'm going to put the rest into temples as we get more resources coming in, and kind of build Vortex up into a massive hub of unity and trade. Basically, we're going to have very rich priests, kind of like the Catholic Church or the Mormon Church, or the most organized religions, in fact. Including the Jedi, ironic. Interestingly enough, the Jedi as well. It's kind of something to think about. But yeah, so we're going to kind of build up this as one of our major hubs. I'm also kind of tempted to increase our naval position here just a little bit. But I don't think this will be a goal right now. I think we're just going to kind of try and focus on these commercial hubs and getting like as much unity spam as possible to upgrade our planets later. And then, yeah. Now we are hurting on consumer goods, so we'll have to be a little careful there. But otherwise, we should be all right. And fantastic, we have another defensive area, so let's go ahead and put the disruption field up. And then this one actually is going to be turned into another hub, I think, for my interstellar. Yes, we want this. I don't know if this does anything in the game, but I'm building one. Alright, cool. So ideally, we're going to put the 7 right there, for those wondering, into that, and that'll leave us with 9 left to put into our heavy industry, which will be kind of the idea here, because our capital acting as our main mining world. So, with time, that's our plan. For now, we need minerals and to let the game kind of process. I'm actually kind of surprised we're running low on food. Oh, it's because we don't have the farmers yet, so we need more population. That makes more sense. So for a minute, we're going to kind of chill here. Not much we have to really worry about as the empire, or as the galaxy kind of continues to expand. Ideally, we will establish an embassy with these individuals. Getting enough trust. Oh, we have base decay. Why? We have a minus 0.25 decay. Interesting. Well, hey, if we can't become friends, that's fine. The drones and their tireless, endless work of extracting ever-diminishing resources from their local planetoids makes for a somewhat dull but nevertheless informative subject of a study. In fact, mining networks on Eridonia could stand to learn a thing or two about maximizing mineral extraction rates while conserving energy. Additionally, we found that the drones are not completely silent. They emit signal pings, though extremely infrequently, and at a wavelength hard to isolate from background noise. If there is anyone left to receive these pings, may be a mystery for another time. Oh, okay, cool, easy prey. Let's take that 10%, because we're gonna need that being a kind of a concentrated empire here. Let's see, how are we doing? So we still don't have enough to take out them yet, but we're getting there. We are able to buy more resources pretty comfortably right now. But I can see we are starting to fluctuate a little bit, because as each of these buildings get built, basically they're going to have an energy credit and, in theory, a trade credit cost. So, something to kind of consider. Our commander here, we're going to make you a general. Fantastic, my friend. And our governor, an industrialist, because we are going to need those boons. Extra research, fantastic. Let's go ahead and pick up ion cannons real quick, just in case. You never know what we're gonna find in the research tree. It might be something kind of interesting. Let's continue to build this completely out. We want as many energy credits as possible, because that'll be the first thing to go here in a minute. I can subsidize, because that's why I'm not selling any of my consumer goods, that issue. Plus, I think economically, oh no, we have filled out. Sorry, the cup of coffee is just calling my name. We can let me think of the word, transition as we need to. For some of these to move them over to like full consumer goods and just like put 20% or 15 or 25% into consumer goods. So it's not too big of an issue as we're kind of waiting here. The carnival protesters. Protests have erupted across Vortex, driven by a growing anxiety over the perceived transformation of our society following first contact with an alien species. Demonstrators question long-standing tradition, challenge the foundation of governments, and demand adaptations to accommodate a future reshaped by this revelation. Though non-violent, the sheer scale of these movements has placed a strain on civic services and disrupted daily life. However, many citizens do not see these protests as mere disorder. They see them as a reckoning, a sign that our very identity is being rewritten before our eyes. So we can get a little bit extra and we'll have like less specialist pop, but we can't afford that. We could pacify, we could frame it as a distraction. I don't see a reason to do anything. Well, we have to do something. Yeah, we'll take the minus 100 to our influence. We can afford it. Alright, fantastic. Now as this planet will build up, we're gonna get a few things kind of added to it. We'll get our hollow here, and you can kind of see this is where a lot of our costs are coming from, because you can see like upkeep is 2 energy credits. I think that this is my one issue with this. This should not only have an upkeep of cash costs, but you have to pay people who work in these industries, so they should be a trade credit cost. So just as a thought, our deep space tracking arrays on Ancion have made an alarming discovery. A large asteroid is heading towards the planet on a direct collision course. Should it impact the surface, the consequences would be disastrous. Ooh, hello, friend. Nope. Let's go ahead and rush in there. Go on and move, gentlemen. Alright, yeah, see, there's our energy credit deficit we were expecting to see, which is fine. We do have kyber crystals, which I don't remember when we got those. Long-range sensors have detected that an anomaly in Troska, a system near Troska 4 Major. The disturbance appears to be an intermittent signal, possibly an automated distress call of an encoded transmission. While its origins remain unclear, it could be the result of an abandoned vessel, hidden installation, or something else entirely. Further investigate. We just keep finding these random faint signals, man. What the hell? Better lead to something, I swear. Also, what? Yeah, I know there's an asteroid. I'm surprised you're not taking it out. Yeah, well. So you are at war right now with someone. Interesting. Okay. Well, we can't do anything until you're willing to establish an embassy with me, which, in theory, neither of you are going to do right now, so... What's going on? Oh, did we get a new... We got some new factions popping up. I think it's the Committee of Science, or the Science Advancement, and the Alliance of the True Gospel, which they don't like empty shells. I can probably do that real quick before we do the Starborn Leviathan event. Let's go into government, which I'm already in. No, don't comment on that. And let's go with robotic workers. We could outlaw them. I think that would make sense. So that way our faction likes us more. Therefore, will give us more unity for it. Starborn Leviathans. As the science ship, a sacred torch approaches the anomalous readings near Troskal 4 Major. The crew's initial scans reveal something unexpected. Not a vessel, but a vast migrating herd of Purgil, gliding gracefully through the void. Those enigmatic whale-like creatures move with an eerie sense of purpose, their massive forms shifting between real space and hyperspace fluctuations. As Zakala Korea orders deeper scans, the crew watches in awe, uncertain whether this encounter presents an opportunity for discovery or danger. The Purgil move with an elegant, otherworldly grace, their bioluminescent patterns pulsating in complex rhythms as they navigate the emptiness of space. Each movement seems to deliberate their communal bonds, visible in the way they cluster and drift together as a single living entity. Some among the crew marvel at the creatures' natural hyperspace affinity, eager to study their behavior, while others wonder if there is an alternative way to capitalize on the encounter. Sorry, weird noise caught my attention, that's why I looked back suddenly. let's see, we could observe them, which would give us a little bit more research found, study their herd sociality. We could hunt them down for more resources, or leave them undisturbed. I think we will observe them. We are xenophobic, but that doesn't have anything to do with like aliens and such. Who? Really? Why did you close your borders to me, friend? What the hell did I do? You don't like me at all. Okay. You know what? Screw you. I ain't gonna we ain't gonna talk to you at all. Alright, let's get the end of the diplomacy tree. We believe that the best way to establish trust is to engage in open, honest, and direct way. I agree with that. For our next perk, Wondrous Galaxy. What's this? Our empire shines as a beacon of cultural brilliance and galactic splendor. Travelers from every corner of the stars flock to witness the fabled 20 wonders of the galaxy. Scattered like jewels across the domain, from ancient spires to crystalline cities, we preserve the marvels of past civilizations and craft new ones in their image. Through the celebration of beauty, history, and awe, our empire becomes a living legend, a destination of dreams where prosperity flows with every step of a pilgrim's journey. Ooh, I kinda dig that. That's kinda cool. I know we're xenophobic, but like, I might pick that. This, I also like the idea of enigmatic engineering just for the extra cloaking, because I think it would make a lot more sense for us, so... yeah, you know, and a small chance of drawing fallen empire building technologies. I agree, let's go with that. Let's, to read it here. Technology is simply not a way to solve a problem, but it is a language by which we ascend beyond mundane, beyond the mundane. Lesser minds simply fail to understand our advances. I agree. Let's grab that, because I think that would make an interesting kind of setup for what we're kind of doing in the background here. Also, you are being conquered. Ooh, okay. Well, with that, as always, if you guys enjoy the content, feel free to give us a like. If you don't, give us a dislike so I know that you guys aren't an all change series. As always, if you want to see the content more regularly or any of my other content, feel free to subscribe if you're new. And down below, feel free to comment any thoughts, ideas on the series, plans, as this will be a long play series, is my plan to continue it on for quite a while. So as you enjoy it, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all on the next one or tomorrow, depending on if you watch my content regularly. Thank you all and see you then.